Free piano tips at playpiano.com.
A style that's quite useful when you want to create a flowing effect, a lush kind of orchestral effect, is called a flowing river of sound, and that's where you play arpeggios in both hands like that. So let's take something real simple, like, you know that tune that Elvis made popular, what was it, orally, I guess, Love Me Tender? Okay, the melody goes. In the left hand I'm going to play a broken chord, and I'm going to voice it in open voicing. In other words, instead of playing the C chord like this, I'm going to stretch it out, put my C down here, the root down there, the fifth there, and my thumb up here. Now, for those of you with larger hands, that's no problem. It's a little bit of a problem for me because I have real small hands, but I can still roll my thumb over like that. I mean, roll my index finger, pivot on my index finger so my thumb could make it up to the third. And then you can either go like that. Watch. See that? Or you can roll your hand over to the higher intervals of the chord. In other words, C, G, E, and then roll your third finger over to G, C, G, E, G, and then back down. I'm just breaking up the C chord, but in open voicing. Open. It's called hand over arpeggios. Got it? Root, fifth, third, fifth, root, fifth, third, fifth, root, and it's over a 2-octave span, right? Okay, that creates that nice flow. In the right hand, of course you have to play the melody unless you're accompanying somebody. If you don't have to accompany somebody, then of course you can just break up the chord. But let's say that you have to play the melody, so under the melody you see you have the other notes of the chords that you could play. What? See that? Playing under notes under the right hand, okay? And then when I have a break, that's a break, there's a pause, then I can take the chord. At that point it's an F6 chord, so I can break that chord up like that. Watch. If you're accompanying somebody, you don't have to play the melody at all. In fact, you shouldn't play the melody because the chances of you playing the same note at the same time and the same pitch as the singer does is rather remote, so don't play the melody. So I'm going to play this as though someone's singing now, so you just have to imagine it. That's called a flowing river of sound. So open voiced arpeggios in the left hand, and then under the melody in your right hand, unless you don't have a melody, and then you can just break up the chords at random. See, I'm not playing a particular area, particular pattern, and just breaking them up at random. Okay, so that's it, a flowing river of sound. Thanks, see you again soon.
Hi, this is Dwayne again, and I'd like to tell you about a little book that I wrote a few years back. It's called Piano Chords and Chord Progressions, The Secret Backdoor to Exciting Piano Playing. And it's a terrific resource about chords. If you want to know more about chords, you ought to latch onto this book. It's just barely over $10, $11 I think it is. and it covers all the chords and chord progressions that I talk about in my videos. It's just a great, it's not a substitute for videos, of course, but or DVDs, but it's a great summary, and it's so inexpensive that it's well worth your while to get. Here's a table of contents. You can just look down here and see all the things it covers. Starts out with major, minor, diminished, augmented, 6th, 7th, and on to 13th chords and suspensions and alterations, and then gets on to chord progressions and so on. So it's a very thorough book, and it's got a lot of illustrations. I'll just toggle through a little bit so you can, and there's the back cover. So it's worth your while to get. So hope you take advantage of that. Thank you. Bye bye for now.